All right, guys, this is the 2008 CL550. It has officially reached project status. Let me turn this down. It has officially reached project status. What I mean by that is I have pulled the car into my garage and I am going to begin getting it together. There's some issues with it, some things I need to address. Now, I was concerned about this rear tail light that was acting up. There was a light in the corner, passenger side, that was not lighting up, and I was getting that warning. But I am getting this warning. Check front right parking lamp. I might have cleared the other one. Let me see if I can go to the other one. Man, I don't even know how to do this crap. Let me see. All right, let me see if I can go back to my warnings. All the issues, 2 messages. All right, oops. Let's go back. Daggone it, let me see, hold on. I'm using this button, by the way. Okay, 2 messages, hit okay, boom, and go up and down, I guess. All right, so there it goes. Check right, rear right side marker lamp. Now, if I go back here, and we're going to address the front lamp issue also, but in the rear, okay, I said that this is project status now. This side looks good. This side, there's a missing light. Oh, and what is this? Bodywork going on? Yeah, that's some bodywork. Because this corner back here was dented when I got the car. It didn't stand out because the black paint, you know, kind of hid it. But now that I sanded it down, I pushed it out from the inside. I went inside there, I removed this tail light, and I used various tools to be able to tap this out even enough where I'm able to do body filler and get it perfect. You don't want it to extend out beyond where it's supposed to be, your goal, your end goal, your body. Body lines and everything have to be flush in harmony with the rest of the existing body, of course. You don't want to extend your metal beyond that. It needs to be in enough where you can glaze it over with the filler and get that just perfect, smooth and whatever. Now there is a little line right here, like a little indentation or I don't know, just like a little cut right here, like a little design. It's hard to explain. Hold on, let me show you. There's a body line right here. You see it? So I have to make sure that I recreate that when I fix this. So this isn't my first time. You know, this is what I have been doing for years, is body work. So not a big deal. Typically you will drop this bumper, and I'll probably have to do that so that I can get this body work, and then again, make sure that it's flush, make sure it's in harmony with this line right here. This line right here flows into this line up here. All right, so I have to recreate that. Just like I did here on this one right here. You got to create those body lines, recreate them. Once you interfere with them, you have to make sure that you recreate them so that the car looks like it was never repaired. And that's the good thing about these Mercedes, man. They oftentimes have these beautiful lines, these designs in the body. So you don't want to interfere or mess that up. You want to make sure that any kind of body work that you do, or whoever does your body work, make sure that you keep those lines intact. You don't want to interrupt the flow of the natural flow of the vehicle. Okay, now that tail light that I was referring to, here goes the light itself. This bulb right here has to be illuminated. Now you have LEDs inside of here that light up. You can see the flickering that indicates LED. But this one right here, it's supposed to be a light. And because on the passenger side, this light is not illuminated, it's showing right rear, the rear right side marker light. Now that light or that lamp is not coming on. Why? I don't know. Because I pulled this out. It's connected, by the way. You would think that I'm getting a warning light because the light is missing, but no, I reconnected it. And if you look at it, now let me see if I can get this right. Hold on. It's confusing. Okay. All right. So it should be lit up. It's lit up right here. You can see the LEDs flashing, but there's no light right here. There's no light right here. It's not coming on, should I say. It's not coming on. Why? I don't know. Do I have access to that individual light? You would think. But guess what, guys? I don't. Look at the back of this. I'm gonna go ahead and just disconnect this because at this point it really doesn't matter. I reconnected it. Squeeze on the sides. All right. So if we take a look at this right here, you have access to this light. You have access to this light. You have access to this light, which is, I think, your reverse light. It's the clear part, but you don't have access to anything right here. The only thing that I see that runs back there is the circuit board that has the LEDs that likely runs this way, but whatever is connected on this far end does not light up. So what do you have to do to fix that? Do you have to somehow remove the circuit board? I don't know. Like, how do I fix that? How do I replace that? How do I get access to this light in the corner that's not coming on? Now, regarding the front headlight issue, what side did they say? Did they say the driver or the passenger side? Let me see. Okay, so this bottom strip right here is not coming on the passenger side. It's not coming on, but it's on the driver's side. Well, first of all, that light is ugly. It's yellow. It's a halogen light strip or bulb, and I think it's very ugly. I want all LEDs, but to accomplish that, I might have to do some disassembly. But because I have to do body work to this car anyways, like this front bumper is so jacked up, like up underneath, there's a lot of scraping. It's a lot of white that's visible from every angle when you look at the front of the car. I have to do some good, body work and paint work to that front bumper anyways. So likely I'll remove those headlights and just see what I can access, right? But here we go. So yeah, body work is being done. I have this in place just to create a little tension on that bumper, because over time, because that was dented in, it pulled the bumper in. There's stress cracks on the bumper there and here. After so long of being pulled in, it's just plastic. It conforms to that shape, and after being hot and cold, it creates a memory, and so you have to kind of reteach it, remold it, so to speak. And so by keeping that tension on there, and then likely I'll hit it with a hair dryer, hair blower, whatever. Throw some heat on there, let it cool. Throw some heat on there, let it cool. It kind of retrains it to stick out or to be back to its original form and not be under stress pulled in. I already disconnected from the inside, and so I created a gap with this just to put some tension on it, and I'll give that a few days and it'll be okay. But again, it's going to be some body work being done here. I do have to do some body filler. I will have to paint. I will have to blend this in. I'm not going to do a whole quarter panel. I've done this enough where I can just do a blend with the color and the clear, and I'll make sure that color is as close as possible. It's hard to do an exact black, but I'll get as close as I can, because I had to use that same paint for this strip across the top on both sides. Whatever material, whatever they used for this paint, for this clear, it did not stick. All right, it's peeled on both sides here and the passenger side. Like I said, that front bumper has to get touched up. That thing needs some work too. And there's some scratches and some other things going on that I'll probably have to address while I'm doing it. But my whole goal was to make this car look the way it's supposed to look. Make it look like the owner cares about this car. Sometimes when you have a nice car like this, you let it go so long, if it's in the wrong hands sometimes, man. I mean, it's just what it is. Owner after owner after owner. Every owner doesn't take care of these cars the way they're supposed to be taken care of, and it starts to show. And unfortunately, it's been some owners that didn't. I'm just going to say it wasn't taken care of the best way it should have been taken care of. So no diss to even any previous owners, but it just is what it is. These cars have wear and tear, and over time, sometimes this happens. I mean, I'm sure that this person didn't purposely get hit, but somebody hit it and it never got repaired. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, guys. So I get back in touch, you know, as I continue to make progress. I'll keep you guys up to date.